So you're probably wondering what this has to do with a dog channel. Me and my wife have a dog channel, so if you're new to this, just for cleaning, it's literally specifically for dogs and stuff like that. I feel like this has everything to do with dogs because everybody asks me why and how I keep my car so like clean with two German Shepherds. So this is literally, I did this earlier, but this thing is amazing. Or get like a little wolf box blower or whatever to get all the hair, vacuum cleaner, clean foam, microfibers. I just wear gloves. And literally, I'm going to show you guys how I cleaned this probably about a month ago or whatever. But I figured I'll just do a actual video of what I actually do to keep my car clean. Here's the car. Like I said, dogs come with me all the time. So it can get pretty dirty. The wife's car is extremely dirty because she doesn't really clean as much. But yeah, so I'm literally going to show you what I use to clean the actual seats, vacuums, all that type of stuff. We'll do a fun little video here. If you guys like this type of stuff forever, I'll maybe go a little more in depth on the actual products that I actually use. Love cleaning cars, so yeah, we'll see how this works. All right, step one is usually typically what I do. Now, I would actually remove these floor mats, but I literally, like I said, a month ago, removed them, vacuumed everything out. I have a cleaner, a drill that you can actually I clean over the winters for all the salt and stuff like that. I actually don't have that. I don't need to do that because I literally cleaned it, but typically I'm going to give you the little synapse of what I do. In between all these crevices and stuff like that, wolf box or any type of blower. This is amazing. I know people are going to say, why are you blowing stuff into your car? Because I'm going to vacuum out afterwards or whatever. But literally, it's amazing. There's a little gun, or I'll go in, literally blow out all the stuff in the crevices. Loosen it up the best I can. Like I said, it's really not that bad. But in this gun, when this little kit comes a little super soft, and there's another one that's a little harder. Where's that here? I should have had it out. Come on. Not that one. Feel it. This one right here. This one's perfect. For in here, it'll literally loosen them up, and then it just makes vacuuming so much easier afterwards. So anyways, just to save you guys time, I literally do it all the seats, and then I'll vacuum afterwards. Also, another step that I like to do too is blow off all the stuff inside. It just makes vacuuming, like this stuff here will all be able to get vacuumed up easier once you loosen it, so it's not pushed down in the seat. So I literally just blow off all the stuff hidden in the vent. It like I said, it just makes everything so much easier to clean when it's loose. I know it sounds counterproductive, but obviously I'm gonna wipe and all that type of stuff after the fact, but it just makes everything, in my opinion, so much easier to clean when it's loose with a vacuum. And then I can get a rag and vacuum or wipe away. So yeah, so now everything's loose. On to the next step. Now to the vacuum part. And just FYI, I'm not sponsored in any of this. These are just the products that I like to use. Get a good vacuum. I like Shark. Shark's done nothing but good for me. So like I said, it really vacuum, touch up all the most stuff forever. Like I got obviously a stain or something sticky there that's collecting all the dirt in there. I'll go through, touch up everything that I can with the vacuum, and then we hand wipe all this type of stuff, all the seats. Once we get all that type of sand stuff, we'll get it with a rag after the fact. All right, next steps. Vacuum it out. Like I said, I do a way better job if I actually really care, but it's just gonna get dirty. My spring cleaning, I actually spend time on this, but we're just trying to give you guys the rundown of what I do. So obviously there's stuff that I got left over here. I usually just take like a normal thicker microfiber cloth and just go in, clean off all, because obviously I don't want sand and all that type of stuff in the when I put on like the cleaner. Just makes it easier to clean stuff. I'll show you. So literally just, I'll take this soft, plushy little microfiber, get in all the crevices, go around to every single one, and then I'll add the actual cleaner for the seat cleaner. And yeah, and then we'll see all these like little stains, and we'll highlight all that and get all that stuff nice and pretty. All right, by no means am I saying that this stuff's the best stuff by any means. Just the stuff that got recommended me for a YouTube video. Bought it. Foam's pretty nice. Literally, foam. Portion of that. Get your little, these are my throwaway microfibers. Get it in pretty nice and thick. And just start cleaning. And I'll literally, I'm going to skip forward because I apply pretty thick, just because like you see how fast it actually does dry up. It's a perfect day. It's overcast. It's not too hot. It's like 60 degrees or whatever, so it doesn't get super hot. But that's a perfect like little foam that I like, and I can still see that stuff that I like miss and stuff like that. So literally do it to every single seat. I skip all this because I got another cleaner that I use for that. As you can see, I tested this stuff out or whatever, and we'll apply it everywhere this time. All right, all the seats are done to my satisfaction right now. Again, like I said, you can take longer, little. You can actually get all the sand in the pockets if you really want. I think I'm just gonna try to accelerate this because I'm gonna be honest, dude, there's gonna be more sand in here and probably next week because these dogs love this stuff. Another thing I will show you guys that I actually like, we'll throw that away here in a second, but I did go out and buy this little microfiber set here. This thing is a lifesaver when it comes to actually cleaning stuff. So if you're ever gonna, if you do plan on cleaning your cars a lot and all that type of stuff, that thing's a lifesaver. Love it. Works really good. So typically after I do that, I like to get all the side mounts from all the dirt. This thing goes through the car wash and stuff like that, and I'll hand wash it every probably like once a month or whatever. But then I like to typically get this stuff, get whatever type of stuff that you use. This is the stuff that I like. This Max 1 stuff does actually work. I'm sure you've seen it advertised everywhere. The stuff that actually does do a really, really good job. Just so you guys can see the before and afters. So before, after, does, like I said, it does a really good job. You could actually use it, this sprayer I think froze on me, but you can actually use it for everything. So you can use your rubber mats, all that type of stuff. Obviously if it sprays over on here, it's not going to hurt it, but like I said, this stuff works really, really good. You could actually use it if you want to touch it, which I will probably end up doing, just when this is wet, cleaning all this type of stuff forever. And then I have a cleaner that makes it shine like this. It literally brings it back to new on my last step. And usually what I do for the floor mats and stuff like that, once I already clean them, I'll use this Max 1 stuff even for in here, just because it actually does lift up all the dirt really good once it's already clean. And then there's a shiner you can apply if you really want, but overall this stuff actually does a really good job. As you can see, once you touch up and clean the floor mats up, it'll take away all the dirt. I'll take this floor mat, like I said, or these microfibers are super thin. It's almost like kind of like paper towel, but not. You can touch it up with your seats, you're not gonna hurt that. But yeah, so I literally once over it with here. If you really want, you can grab that blower, blow all that stuff out if you want. Like I said, I'm not trying to be like super crazy and clean this because it's literally gonna get dirty again. But blower, you can dry it out, you know, that type of stuff forever. I'm just showing you what I usually typically do when I really want to spend like 3 hours detailing my car. So while I touch up this floor mat, this is the last thing, just to add, this is the last thing you're gonna clean on your car, because obviously you're probably gonna have a little bit of rock, sand, especially on the driver's side. So this is literally the last time I come back here, clean the floor mats out before I throw this out. You don't want to use this one to go out and clean your seats your door, you mean inside here, that's how you're gonna get some scratches. So just want to highlight that this is like usually the last thing. And again, like I said, this is more or less just a touch up the floor mat just to make it look a little bit nicey if you want. You could touch up your little foot pedals and stuff like that if you really want, but yeah, I mean, really, who cares? So, but yeah, like I said, same thing if you really want to. Come in here, clean all this stuff out. But these products are awesome. Yeah, and she's coming along nicely. All right, and now you know how everybody's got their like favorite products that they always use. This is it, right here. This is seriously the best stuff that I've ever used, ever, when it comes to shining. Just to give you an example, I put this on like a month ago. Look at the shine compared to the spots that I missed. And obviously I wasn't done on purpose, but I'm glad I did it because now I can see the actual difference. So this stuff is amazing. This thing right here is what I would definitely use. It's sold by chemical guys. This little applicator, or whatever you want to call it. Usually, typically what I do, put a little couple dots, have another microfiber, cheap one, so you can clean it so you don't get the messes. Stick it up there, grab your applicator, and literally clean it in. And go back and forth, back and forth. If you need more, you need more. In this spot, in this crevice, what I've used is I'll just push it in there, get it in. This spot right here, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use this actual pad to get in the spots that I can't get. But yeah, literally just over and over, and this stuff goes a long ways. It really does. But if you want to use more, you use more. If you want to use less, you use less. I mean, I'm the type of person that I feel like more is better. So literally, I will touch every bit of this product over all of the stuff. And yeah, and I'll let you know what it looks like when it's done. But this stuff is actually amazing. And while I'm doing this, this is why I like this micro, or this like little applicator pad, is because you can literally get into, I was missing crevices in here, I was missing crevices in here. This thing literally fits in everywhere. You can get behind it, it'll literally comb to whatever you're trying to put this on. It literally combs to whatever that you want, bends to everything. It's squishy. It's great. I mean, it's the best. This applicator pad is amazing. Like, it literally, we'll go do it to my my front, just to show you kind of what I mean. Like, look at all this stuff here that I missed last time with the microfiber. Literally, look at how it just gets right in those cracks. All of it. It just doesn't miss anything. You can go in, clears this off, and just look how easy that is. Miss this, right in, right up to the edges. And as far as my windows go, we'll clean off the windows at the very end. That's always the last place. Now that I drop that, I usually get another one. But seriously, I'll go over all the spot, and applicator pad is amazing. And like I said, this cleaner is the greatest. All right, last step is I literally go around and just look for anything that I missed. Obviously I stepped in there, so that dirt spot's for me. But I'll literally go around, see any spots that I missed. Obviously I didn't even do anything to the front. But I'll come around, see any type of like actual spots that I missed that look like they could use, you mean an extra to go over, just so it doesn't have that bit of difference of like that polished look versus the non polished look. So like, I mean, look at the difference there, or the difference here. But yeah, so like I said, go over everything. I'm gonna get that inner pocket too. I don't know what that sticky stuff is or whatever, but I like this glass cleaner to go in there. All the pockets I usually just do last. But yeah, because like I said, before I throw this out, goes in the pockets, cleans all that goop out. But as far as I can tell, everything looks pretty good. Once over that, and actually that seat pad goes over that, so that really doesn't matter. But yeah, interior I feel like looks really good. Up top, this, that, perfect. And that's that. If you guys haven't found a glass cleaner, this is seriously, again, not sponsored, best glass cleaner you'll ever use in your entire life. Swear by it, love it. I literally talk to you while I'm using it, but this stuff is amazing. There's no that chic shine type stuff or whatever. It goes away. It's perfect. My thing is too, is a little secret from it, is it actually gets rid of bugs, bug guts and stuff like that too. I know it sounds crazy, it does, and it's literally the best thing in the world. I accidentally put some on my front of my car, and it literally sat it on there for a little bit, and it just took away everything. But yeah, like I said, got the little dog slobber on here, but yeah, so definitely recommend this glass cleaner. It is, in my opinion, the best stuff you're ever going to use. Love it. It doesn't leave a shine. It's literally, you can see right through it. It's amazing. 2 thumbs up.